Okay, we'll see. Billy called the push out. He's coming to the bottom cushion. He's got a lot of speed here. This is going to get up a bit. Now, David's not going to overlook anything. Is there a rail first on this shot where you kind of come across the 2, let it bump into the red 3, and let the cue ball just kind of coast behind the 8? It's a tricky shot.
Billy, please play again.
I'm not sure he recognized it. And normally, David sees it all, especially on the tactical side. Now, Billy being a great banker, that helps you tactically. You just kind of feel certain shots. He's going to draw the cue ball back to where he's standing and just take some chances with the object ball. Yeah, so you could say a good decision. And neither player, I don't think, recognized that shot I was talking about, even though it was touchy and definitely a gamble. It's almost normally like that in a push-out situation.
A little close to his work.
Yeah, very much so. And I don't know if he didn't gain any angle here. This could be very awkward. Even if he has to use the bridge, he's going to have to probably take a long shot on the 7. Ben's got to be right on top of this.
Alcaide, for all of his successes, and he's had plenty, is prone to the odd shot where the shoulder is heavily involved.
Yeah, he had, you know, unlike a lot of players, he tends to grip the cue a little more with the backhand.
Saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Yeah, and I wasn't a fan of the position he tried to play on the 6. I know hindsight's 20/20, but he could have come up to the center of the table easily. And now Billy Thorpe an opportunity. I think he's going to take on the cut. I think it does play to the lower left. Work the cue ball some 3 or 4 rails around the table.
That is so uncalled for. Supporting your team is great, but not when a player is down on the shot. You don't shout out then. Off limits, Jeremy.
Yeah, I agree, and really kind of not too smart on the European side either. I mean, they're way outnumbered in this crowd. And not only that, I mean, the absolute wrong guy to get going mentally with some kind of anguish or something like that, that being Billy Thorpe. I think let's see if David can make up for a big miss 7. All right, the 2's coming down with the cue ball. That's always a good sign. It's going to happen with the pink 4. I think it did open. Yeah, he's really got a nice starter here after missing a 7. Expected something a little more difficult, but you never know after the break shot. And I was going to say, though, David 2 years ago played some of the poor matches and then turned right around and played just magnificent in some big moments.
The 7 provides no problems this time. was a little bit of a wobbler. It wiped its feet.
A lot of portion of this ball. I thought he was pretty limited. Two ball's going to open up, though. So you had to either just commit and let the two open up and get the cue ball to the cushion, or maybe consider a push out there. I thought he was pretty limited, and he certainly served up a shot.
I'll tell you what, there's no problem floating the balls around this table.
No, smart shot, taking the natural path.
The shot clock makes your mind up for you.
Yeah, and he's got a great one also. And, you know, it's just like a lot of other sports. You got to go with that gut instinct more often than not.
Yeah, in cue sports, slow doesn't equal good. This match features El Matador against a player who's won the Battle of the Bull. And right now, the Spaniard is taking the bull by the horns. He leads 2-1. Well, my day's been made anyway. There's a guy sitting in the front row with an Angels cap on. My kind of guy.
Yeah, big Angels fan, Phil Yates. All right, the two's right there again. So David's got a chance to get a little bit of a hold of this match at 3-1. This is a doable table. Pretty standard shot here from the 3 to the pink 4. 4's near the pocket, but I think I'd like to try and come 2 cushions just before the 9 and try and get a little closer to the pink. You may threaten getting near the 5 here, but I think it's worth it.
Hard thing. If you don't feel settled, back away. And with 3 balls left, taking the extension. Perfectly logical.
You notice he caught the 7 thick to the pocket. That cost him at least a foot of cue ball movement. And now he's got to decide not only how I play the 8, but how do I play the 8 to get on the 9?
Good shape there. It's a done deal. Now it isn't. One of those racks where the 8 is very similar to the 9, actually. He's just executed on one occasion. Can he double up? Yes, he most certainly can. David Alcaide with a hat-trick of rack wins to take a 3-1 lead. over Billy Thorpe. That cue ball needs to roll. Has it made the journey?
I think he's cut him off the pocketable look at the 2. I think you can see some of it, though. Looks like the jump cue's out.
Extension call.
Well, to quote Larry David, pretty good.
Yeah, very good, and a little unlucky catching underneath the green 6, and the cue ball went kind of opposite direction, kind of drew off the 6 a bit. Still had backspin from the jump.
Now, the little flick on the 8-ball there might have helped the Americans.
Yeah, he's definitely got a shot. I mean, David didn't leave him anything easy. Of course, trying to use distance, tried to get the snooker, but a big ball here for Team USA and Billy Thorpe.
The positional complexities of this one leading Thorpe to take his extension.
How's the speed? I don't know. Well, that was one heck of a shot. Not only knocking in the pink, that was awfully thin with a lot of side spin, but the 3-rail position with not a big window to get on the purple 5.
That increases Thorpe's options. This has not been a straightforward dish by any means. Conference on the eve of this year's Mosconi Cup, Billy Thorpe said, "I might not be the straightest shooter, but I've got the biggest heart."
Yeah, he's got to push out to a kick shot here, and I'll tell you, it's not going to be one that Billy minds, I don't think.
Billy, it's your choice.
He's left a little piece of it. Now, David purposely tried to put the 7 in a tough position. Anytime you have to push out, especially at the pro level, you're going to be a little behind. And here's the 2-rail scape I was talking about that you almost have to take on, I think. There's just too many balls there that can go your way if you can stop the cue ball right there where the 2's at and bring the 2 down by the 6.
Yeah, the push out from Alcaide was asking for trouble. We call him Billy the Banker because he's got a deep-seated appreciation of angles.
Oh, yeah, and that's why tactically he's a little better than you think. Just when you play so much banks, it teaches you those foreign hits and kind of how the ball comes off the rail and whatnot. But David knew that was going to be a bad situation for him. That's why he tried to make the 7 a bit tougher. Might open up a 3-9 combination. Look at this rack right here. It makes sense. One of the most unique layouts I've ever seen in the Mosconi. All the balls on the right side of the table near this side rail. Oh, this looks like ball in hand position to me, Phil.
Extension call.
Let's remember one thing. He won the lag. If he can get back to 3-3, he's got 2 more breaks potentially. Can he come through? Oh, it's a scratch. It's a scratch. And the table is wide open.
Yeah, it looked like he caught the 1 a little thin. We'll get another look in a moment. Yeah, he caught it a little thin. That's why the cue ball was on the bottom end. It seems to find a pocket quite often.
Momentum in this Mosconi Cup over the years has always switched in a split second. We saw it again there.
Yeah, he's just so good with the cue ball. Can make up for a little bit of that shot making just because he keeps in line so well.
If you're just joining us, Alcaide missed the 7 ball in the first rack. Then he went 3-1 ahead. Now he's 3 balls away from regaining the edge.
This is going to get near the rail, and we all know what that means. Always testy.
He was a little jumpy as he went through with the cue there. That's why he got too much action on the white. This one is definitely missable. David Alcaide feeling one emotion right now. Pure and simple relief. He's on the hill. He leads 4-3.
Yeah, you can see him putting a little right spin to try and check off that left side rail. Little fortunate, did not plan on the 2 going into the brown 7. They could have settled on this bottom cushion with that collision, but it did come up table a little bit. certainly a ball he should hit. And really, it's not hard to get the 2 up by the red 3.
By his standards, that wasn't the best, was it? And now you can see the shoulders drop. Thorpe knows that might be his last shot of the singles. You could say, Jeremy, it should be his last shot.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's for sure. We'll see what Alcaide does to finish. He's been solid in these positions. He was trying to hit the bottom of the blue 2 there, Billy was.
Still, one more test to be passed. And there's his great friend, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Both of them solid gold guys. FSR would agree right now it's tougher to watch than play. And there's still nothing certain. Strange things happen in the Mosconi Cup. But not this time. Oh no! The Spanish have arrived en masse in this Mosconi Cup. FSR and now David Alcaide, they're playing such a massive part in a fiesta of pool.